Everybody, how you doing? Mikey's here with a dip alternative review. This is a tobacco-free alternative. This does have nicotine. Today I will be trying Fully Loaded, the original classic long cut tobacco-free dip, full nicotine strength with the obligatory warning label on the front. Plastic can, plastic lid with stickers. And here we are looking at Fully Loaded Chew. There's their website. Their original has their ingredients, the obligatory warning label that it does have nicotine, UPC code, and some more information about there. Alrighty, this is a 1.2 ounce can that is 34 grams for you metric people. The ingredients are tea leaf, kudzu root, molasses, natural and artificial flavors, cayenne pepper, baking soda, salt, baker's ammonia, and tobacco-free nicotine. Alright, the only other one of these I've tried has been the wintergreen, and the wintergreen used mint leaves. This one uses tea leaves. So it's good that they're changing up their base ingredient to help them achieve whatever flavor it is they're going for. Tea leaves, the ones I've tried with tea leaves haven't been too bad, depending on how the cut is. The mint leaves, the jury is still out on the mint leaves. The mint leaves feel rather abrasive in the mouth, and the mint flavor coming from the mint leaves, naturally, can be a bit overwhelming with whatever other flavor they're trying to impart. The wintergreen I tried, it was a decent flavor, but the mint, the longer it was in, it just became more and more powerful, and it eventually took over the wintergreen, and it might as well have just been mint leaf dip. So we'll see how this one handles. On the back, we have just a simple best by date and general information. Pretty cut and dry, and much to their credit, this sticker is somewhat centered, slightly off center, but not much. I got until next January to finish this up. Check out all their flavors and products. There's their website, and sale is only allowed in the United States. Alrighty, let's see what their classic flavor is like. And this one's going to prove difficult to get my finger into the band, so it's time to break out the hardware. Alrighty, and has a smoky aroma to it. I wouldn't say it's tobacco, but there's enough smoky aromas in here where it kind of gives you that faint wisp that lets you, oh, wow, they're trying to clone Copenhagen natural. That's the smoky note in here. That's kind of what it reminds me of. There's your money shot. Looks like it's a very moist product. It does look rather dip-like in their cut. And, whew, it looks moist. And it's definitely, it got molasses in here, and I can tell by touching it. It's got some sponginess towards the edges. And here in the middle, it's kind of a hard pack in the middle. And then you got sponginess out here towards the edges. I believe that's the molasses talking. So this is not a sugar-free product. No. It still has that interesting, they did a good job on the aroma. Let's see what the taste is like. Oh man, you definitely tell it's got molasses in it. Boy, it's pinching. Not pinching well. Very crumbly. Very crumbly. Very crumbly. This is almost, they say it's long cut. I would say this is a mid cut, bordering on fine cut. There's your patch. And I got a feeling I'm going to be battling floaters all over the place. Let me try and get a good pack down pinch this. Okay, pinchability. No. Stained up my fingers pretty good. Combination of the tea and the molasses. And I pinched it down pretty hard to prevent floaters. And now I have like a solid chunk in my lip. But as it warms up and juices up, I got a feeling it's going to start going all over. Flavor. It does have a smoky note. That's all I'm getting right now, is smokiness. It's missing that tobacco undertone, naturally, because it doesn't have any. But it does have that smoky tone to it. Sweetness is coming through as it's starting to soften up. Definitely sweet, definitely smoky. This is almost coming across as a straight. All it's missing is a tang. Had this had some tanginess to it, it would be a straight. Natural tobacco. Nope. It definitely has a smoky, and it's got the sweet because of the molasses, but it's missing that tobacco note. However, it's not real bad. I wouldn't say it sucks, but it's definitely missing some components that would remind me of a classic natural dip. Floaters are starting to happen. Not too many right now, although it's definitely softening up, starting to flatten out a little bit. Started out, I pinched it down real good because getting it out of the can was, you had that crumbliness because of the molasses. This is different. Does it remind me of classic dip? No. Nope. Sweet and smoky. But it's missing a taste component. It's missing that taste component that the tobacco can bring. I'm not sure if they attempted that with their artificial flavorings that they have in there, but it's missing the mark. It's got the smokiness, it's got the sweetness, but it's lacking. It's definitely lacking. Nicotine, I can't really feel anything yet. We'll give it a little bit more time. So, I have a straight eyelash. Getting old, you have certain hairs that just go growing like crazy. In this eyebrow, I got 2 of them. I pluck them, I trim them down, and then a week later, hi, I'm back! And it's just like going everywhere, and now this one's hanging down just inside my line of vision. You can't see it on camera, but it's dangling right there, and I keep having to brush it up, and it keeps working its way back down into my line of vision, and it's driving me crazy. So when I'm done here, I'm going to go into the bathroom, get a pair of scissors, and cut that sucker off again. It's just, my wife yanked it out a while back. And I think since she pulled that one out, another one took its place. I don't know. When you get old, you get weird hairs, except for where you want them. Why? Yeah. Certain hairs go growing like crazy. Rest of them vanish. Yeah. I can't say that I like this. It's missing something. It's definitely missing something. It's a nice attempt on their behalf, but it's not there. It's missing something. It's got that smoky note, which is starting to diminish. It's got the sweetness from the molasses all day, every day. But that note that tells me, ooh, this reminds me of a straight or a natural. No. This is leaning more towards reminding me of a straight that's missing the tanginess. It's got the sweet and the smoky, but it doesn't have any tang. So when they say this is their classic long cut, they probably should have said this is a wannabe straight long cut. And their long cut's more like a mid cut. And it's floating around like crazy now. It's finally flattened down, starting to work over my molars. Not out of control floaters, but just enough to be slightly annoying. So, yeah. All in all, it's a nice attempt fully loaded, but you didn't win me over. I'm sorry. It's missing a component that reminds me of a classic natural tobacco flavor. You got the smokiness down. You don't really need the sweetness. You need something else that throws in some tobacco-ish notes. Now, I do appreciate that they use black tea and not mint. Had I had this flavor with a mint, it probably would not be a pleasant experience. But since they used the black tea, yeah, it's okay. But all in all, no. Does not remind me of a classic natural tobacco dip. Like I said, it reminds me more of a straight that's missing a component, or of a natural that's missing a component and has sweetness added instead of that natural tobacco component. So, yep. Nicotine, average nicotine strength, which is what they go for. They don't want to bowl you over. They're aiming for middle of the road. So, nicotine strength would be average. Flavor, if you like the smoky and the sweet, this might be worth checking out. But it's missing that component that reminds me of tobacco. All in all, a decent attempt, but it's missing on a couple of notes for me. So I'm probably not going to end up finishing this can. I'll give it to one of the guys at work. One of those guys will pretty much put anything in his mouth, and he's welcome to it. Fully loaded. This is their classic long cut, which is more of a mid cut. Smoky and sweet, yet it's missing something that reminds me of a natural tobacco. The black tea just isn't quite cutting it on this one. So anyway, that's what we got. If you enjoy the content, be sure to like and subscribe. I appreciate it. I have a Facebook page and a Patreon page going. I'll throw the links down in the main description below. Yeah, it's just fully loaded's classic. Yeah, I could give or take. Not really doing it for me. I'm sorry. I will catch you all later. Hopefully with something that blows my socks off. This is not it. It's a nice attempt, but not quite there. Sorry, fully loaded. That flavor is not my style. I'll catch you all later with another dip, chew, snooze, snuff, or alternative review. Until next time, y'all take care. Catch you later.